Just getting started. Grab your spot, a mat if you have one. Hope today brings you some light and joy. A couple of things you might want to have nearby, maybe a pillow, a blanket, rolled up. If you have candles, maybe light a candle. This will be a very illuminating practice today, to let our light shine, our gold, this little light of mine. This will be a good one to invite your kids to. If your fur babies are around, they seem to know or think that it's playtime, so let them have some fun too. So we shall begin. So we'll start in seated posture today. So that's why having a pillow might be nice if you have really tight hips. Elevating your hips, supporting the hips. If you happen to have a yoga bolster, but again, just a couch cushion is fine too. So just kind of wiggle your hips out a bit, getting some blood flow. So settling in, easy lotus position here, starting to just connect to our breath, dropping into the space, letting the to-do, if you have a to-do list, maybe your work, your school studies, your chores, whatever fills your day these days, take a pause. It's really important to take care of yourself. Self-care, self-love promotes good health, well-being. So this, again, will be a good practice to bring light into the dark corners. Again, this little light of mine, we're going to let it shine today. So a couple deep breaths. Inhale. Again, we breathe through the nose, nostril breathing, in through the nose. And a nice out through the, even an audible breath. A couple longer, deeper breaths now. Inhale. Exhale. Start to hear and feel the breath. Tension dissolving. So we'll come out of this shape. We're going to come to the floor, so you can kick your legs out in a very gentle way. Let your self roll down. Maybe you hug your legs, take it slow. Letting that ground rise up to meet you. Gonna shuffle out the back. You can keep your feet pulled in, let the knees spill together. Feet maybe come a little wider, maybe hands to your hips, your belly. And continue checking in with breath. Breathing deeper. And this visual, this theme of light today. So as you inhale, think of light coming and becoming the breath. Bathing our lungs, our diaphragm, our back, our spine, with light, with energy. take as many as you need there. And again, in our yoga practice, especially in flow yoga, we do what we can. So every day is a little different. Listen to your body. At times you might need to take it down, maybe a little more. Turning up the dial sometimes is the right recipe. So let's stretch the legs out, getting a little more active through the body, creating more length and space. Again, keeping that light, illuminating light, pouring in, bathing the body. Maybe you kind of wobble your feet a little bit, maybe the hands, circling. Again, continuing to breathe. Taking some inventory here. Letting the body adjust to this ground level now. Now we'll walk the feet in a little bit closer. Legs glued, lengthening even more. Pushing the toes forward. Activating through the core, abdominals drawing in. Now continuing this light. Imagine light as you breathe in, pouring in through your crown, spilling and bathing into your whole body, across your belly, your back, your spine, down your hips, your legs, into your feet, like a blanket of warmth and light, peace, wrapping us in good health, good spirits. So again, light. Let that light shine. So getting into the flow now, we're going to take our arms up and overhead, stretch. Inhale, push the toes forward. As you exhale, you're going to sweep your hands, grab your right knee in, and hug. That's your exhale. Now inhale again, extend back out. We'll smooth that movement out. Exhale on the hug, alternating knee hugs. One breath, one movement. Inhale, extend. Exhale, hug. Getting into the flow. And again, letting that light flow and pour in with each breath. If it's a super tight back day today, you might step your feet in, shorten that lever. And then we'll have an option to add on for a little higher option here, this next round. So you can stay here at this level, enjoy. If you want a little more, instead of grabbing that knee, you're relying on the strength of your core. So a little more core, fire, and light. Maybe you're lifting your heart. That's that next option. One breath, one movement. The inhale, we extend. The exhale, we're contracting. Drawing abdominals in. Ground rising to meet our back. A couple more here, doing what you can. Lift your heart. Last one. And again, we're back down, reset. Arms kind of spilling out at the top, elbows float out. Let's step the feet in, about hip width. Let's walk the elbows out. Walking the hands down, swimming the hands down towards your feet. Kind of thumbs tucked under your hips. This will be bridge flow to illuminate our hips, our spine, our legs. So we're lengthening through the crown. Belly drops down and in. Think of kind of hugging into your ribs. Chin tucks, crown lengthens. On your inhale, you're pushing the hips up, peeling the spine up. Try to imagine holding like a ball between your legs, a towel, keeping that steadiness. So the inhale, we push up. Exhale, we float down. We have a soft landing. Again, inhale, rise. Chest to chin. Again, doing what you can. Any neck issues today? Just stay down, and it's more of a pelvic tilt versus a full hip lift. So that's your lower option. Careful of any kitty cats or pets coming under you if you're in that full option. I already stepped on my kitty cat today when she was on my mat as I was prepping, so kind of mad at me. So a couple more. Inhale, exhale, last one. Push, squeeze, maybe a little, higher on that one. Exhale, release down. Again, a soft landing. Try not to, plunk down. We want to use our body's resistance to really tap in to that gold, that fire. So again, this regrounding. Now walk your legs together. So we're staying short. Again, you might kind of shuffle out your shoulders if it got kind of wrinkly across your back. Legs glued. Now arms out wide, a big open T. Arm position. This will be our alternating knee twist. Nice twisting, wringing out of the spine, illuminating that flexibility and energy in our spine, our hips. So again, we move with the breath. Inhale here at center. Glue the belly down, legs together. Exhale, sweep your knees to the left. Your head rolls right in that opposite direction. Inhale again, back through center. Exhale, sweep the other way. Inhale, center, exhale. So like windshield wiper knees. Again, moving with the breath. Finding what feels good. The higher option on this one is to take your legs up. So you're getting more of that core abdominal workout. Your option. This is that lower option, easier on the back. But again, a nice refresher for your spine, your hips, your side body. Massaging our upper back, our neck if we're rolling our head side to side. So cultivating lots of body awareness with yoga. Really learning the language, the vocabulary. And we connect mind and body by way of the breath. So we think of the breath as our link, the glue, the guide, hooking us to the here and now. So one more, last one, over to the right. Bring it out. Pause a little moment, take all that in, digest that light, and release. So you're back to center. And again, a little kind of hip lift to refresh your back. And you're walking your hips down. We'll catch the knees in now, right and then left. Take a little bob, left, right. Massaging. Back to the center. We can circle the feet a little bit. We're going to be coming up and into our seated posture again where we started. So that's where you might want to have that pillow nearby. Make it a little more comfortable. No reason to be miserable in your own home in seated posture. So again, this grounding, settling into the light, that inner glow, illuminating our hearts, our spine, shining the light on even where we're feeling something. If it's discomfort, replace that label with light. Something new, instead of that label of let's take our hands down again, back to the flow. Inhale, maybe you kind of sparkle those fingers, get that blood flowing, palms meet. Exhale to heart center, relax shoulders. Again, inhale, sweep up, stretch. Exhale, heart. One more. Bring the breath, bring the light, settling in. Shoulders relax. Now both hands down, softly touching. Now your right hand sweeps up. We're going to take a little side bend. Just kind of move here with the flow. Inhale, exhale, lifting the heart, illuminating the heart. Couple more. Hips rooting, knees pressing out. Last one. Inhale up, exhale over. Now let's turn the elbow up, framing that bright heart and face. Now as you come up, again, kind of illuminating this, the candle, the flame rising, and you're floating that hand down. Now your other hand crisscrosses, and we're twisting. So again, heart illuminated. Try to imagine a book on your head. We're rotating through the spine, looking over that back shoulder, maybe. So your side wall there depends, how you're feeling in that neck and spine. Draw your belly in. Relax shoulders. And release. So again, turn back, reset. Give your shoulders a roll. Inhale. Exhale. Both hands down. We're switching sides. Inhale up. Exhale, side bend. Again, back into that flow. Inhale. Exhale. A couple more. This opposite hand kind of stays put now. Now elbow rises up, heart shines, frame your face, your bright heart. Inhale again, up, over and down. That hand comes right by your back seat there. You're crisscrossing your other hand up and over to your knee. Again, push your heart up, push your hips down, and rotate. Breathe, twist. Again, shining the light on our spine, the flexibility and mobility of our spine when we bring the breath, bring awareness without judgment or critique. Light. Replace the judgment with light. What is it teaching us? What is it revealing? And again, we release out, come back, shuffle out the shoulders. Hands back down again. Inhale up. Palms meet. Exhale again, back to our bright, shining heart. Shoulders relax. Let's swim the hands back. This is where you have some playroom. Find what works for your hands. There's no real wrong way, just what supports your back, your hips, maybe and your wrists, your shoulders. This is our open heart. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Float your heart up. Your chin, curling the ears back. Your hips kind of hovering a bit. If you're feeling really good and strong through your shoulders, your wrists, you can try lifting your hips, pushing them forward, really arching out the back. That's your inhalation. Come back. Inhale. Exhale again. Softly land. Now we're swimming the hands forward, pushing the hips back. Belly in to support and brace. So this is where, again, we're shining some light on our back, our hips that are speaking. Keep pouring that bathing breath in, that bathing light. Flushing out the dark. Maybe you sway a little bit. Maybe that pulls more light, more gold. So bracing our back, abdominals pulled in. We're sliding up slow and steady. Again, restack. Our spine, again, that illuminated, bright, strong spine. So we come out from here. Some of you maybe are super happy to get out of that folded seat. So into tabletop. So we're hands and knees. Think of your arms as table posts. Your knees are under your hips. We have a nice flat back, extended spine, crown from tail reaching. A couple cats and cows, or a few sets. So cow, we start. It's a back flexion here. So we're kind of sinking the belly, flaring or flexing the hips, the tail, chin and heart reach forward. Feel that good stretch through your front body. Now as you exhale, you're curling the tail, curling the chin in, and the spine up. Cat back stretch. Emptying out that breath, hollowing out your front body. Inhale, cow. We're hollowing out the back body. So again, do what you can, find what feels good. Support your back. Keep your elbows lifted. We want to try not to dump down into our wrists or into our fingers. We have a nice spread through every finger, thumb from pinky. Last one, exhale. Empty out that breath. Reset your table. Now give your hands a little spin, circling one wrist, because we're going to stay here for a spinal balance series. A good one to, again, illuminate our spine, our back, our legs and hips, and that element of balance and mind-body connection. So we'll start with left leg. We're kicking that back. Extend out through the ball of your foot. Now your right arm reaches forward. That's your full spinal balance. Your inhale, your eyes are down. Exhale, reset. And we're switching that out, smoothing out the movement, the breath. The inhale, we extend out. Exhale, reset. One breath, one movement. Option to, again, take it down a notch. Maybe it's just arm or just leg today. Couple more. Try to land back in those same footprints. Last set will be right leg. And again, you're back down. For child's pose now, let's take a little break off our wrists. So you kind of shuffle your knees back. Knees might come a little wider depending how you're feeling in your knees, your hips. Extended child's would be arms long, palms attached. And we're landing down into that nest. Forehead meets down. Good place for that blanket or pillow if you have a hard time getting to that floor. So again, that bathing breath of light, peace, wellness, the calm in the storm. So that's a nice place to come back to rest if you're in more of a pampering mode today. Otherwise, we'll flow a bit here. We're inhaling plank. You might shuffle your knees a little more in line with your hips, your hands. Exhale again, push back. Couple more. Inhale, exhale. Squeeze your hips and your ribs. Last one. Inhale. Maybe we take it down on that exhale, crocodile. Belly down, stretch the legs out. Inhale, cobra. Elbows hug the ribs, heart stretches forward. Meeting a little back bend, fire, and illumination. Exhale, release, soften. Now curl your toes under. We'll press back up through plank, and then release your toes. And again, hips back, child's pose. Let it go. Refresh. Excuse me. So coming up, let's come back to table. Hands a little bit more forward. We're going to prime the hip. Sunbird, we're kicking left heel up. And again, remember that kind of a cow shape of the spine. This is your inhale. Exhale now, curl, nose to knee. Inhale again, push that ceiling up, bend that back leg. Squeeze your glute. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Now this exhale, or stepping this foot forward between the hands. Lunge or kneeling lunge or low lunge. Hands framing the this foot, maybe fingertips, palms, knee over ankle, heart forward, shoulders relaxed, breath flowing. Now, illuminating, again, the heart, the spine. Your right hand comes down, left hand to hip for a twist. We're rotating through the spine, shining the heart over this front thigh. And release. So again, we're turning back, reframe. Inhale, exhale again, step back. And we are back to this modified table for sunbird flow. Your right heel this time. Again, find your rhythm with the breath, the movement, the connect. One more. Inhale and exhale. Forward. Swing that foot through and leg. And again, a little, you'll see me kind of moving. Just a nice way to release some, initial tension to, again, kind of clear things out, smooth out. Again, to let that light shine in, again, through your crown, bathing down your spine, into this hip flexor. Now left hand down, right hand to hip. Squeeze that front knee into the midline. We're rotating through the heart, the spine, shining. Inhale, exhale again, reset. Now let's step back, hands come down. Down dog. We're going to curl the toes under. Push the mat forward through your knuckles. So we're finding our feet parallel, about hip width, maybe wider if you need a wider stance. We're walking or pedaling, walking the dog, greeting, and again, flushing out that initial tension of newness as we come into a new pose. So again, we can reveal a little more, again, of the light, the gold. So let's settle into that full, maybe knees are bent. Let the head drop, elbows draw in to support the joints. Peeking the tail up. Think of, kissing buns to the sun here. Feet to the earth. Now soften, bend the knees. We're going to take that walk forward. Kind of a tightrope walk. One foot then the other. Make your way, again, with awareness. Honoring the dialogue, the rhythm of the body, language of the body. So we're hanging low, giving our feet a chance to connect, ground in this newness. Head hanging. Let's bring the palms together and roll up. Your elbows kind of grazing in to your sides. Slowly come up, chin curled in. Slowly rising, and turn or flip the thumbs in towards your heart. Everything kind of settling into place. Think of, again, that light pouring in through your crown, bathing your wholeness, whole self, body, mind, spirit, in light, warmth, peace, tranquility. Release. Let the hands fall to your sides. Check your space. Fix your mat. And open up. Again, illuminating heart, spine, wholeness. We showed up, we're here, practicing, experiencing the breath, the sounds, the rhythms of the body, our thoughts swimming around, but our breath, power, beauty of the breath. Helps reveal the gold. So again, back to the flow. Take that with inhale up, exhale heart, and again inhale, exhale. Now this one, inhale up, exhale. We're going to take it all the way down. Push the hips back. So like we're bringing light down into our feet. Hands land, head falls. Nice hug into ourselves here. Now the inhale again, we illuminate. Fingertips forward, hips rise, illuminating the backs of the legs, your back, your ribs. Think of separating them out. Monkey pose. Inhale, exhale again, soften back, hugging. Now palms together again, wrists first, we're sliding up, turning again back to that heart center, illuminating. Again, our spine, our legs. Now inhale again, sweep up. We'll smooth that out now. Exhale again, come down. Hinging at the hips, fold on that exhale. Inhale your half or monkey. Hands might be to shins, in front of the feet. Exhale again, fold. Inhale again, we rise. Reset that heart. Inhale again, sweep up, stretch. Exhale again, down. Find something new through each set. More light, more gold. Inhale your half. Exhale, fold. Inhale again, we rise. Reset at your heart center, your flame. Inhale again, up. Exhale again, down. Fold. Inhale, half, stretch, illuminate. Exhale, fold. Inhale again, we rise back to heart center, our light. Inhale, sweep up. Last round, make it good. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, soften and fold. Inhale again, we come up. Back to heart. Relax, breathe, shine. In the beauty, the glow. So that brings us to our straddle stand. So you're going to shift on your mat. If you're mirroring me, that's good. If mat is the other way, you might have to be, turning your head. But so our straddle, wherever you want to bring the hands to just support, I like to kind of shift around. Again, work out that initial tension from the newness of this foot placement. And again, just a good greeting of your truth. How are those knees feeling today? This will be some squatting. So again, do what you can. Your version might be a little lighter. This will be a star, stars, or shining stars. Elbows in. We're inhaling out to that bright star, radiate. Exhale, squeeze it in. This is where we squat, shine that heart. Inhale, squeeze up. Pushing the knees out as you come into that lower floor. Inhale, exhale, moving with the breath, your rhythm. So even if it's not matching up with mine, maybe you have, you kind of work on a higher rev. That's your rhythm, your truth. Maybe your arms come a little lower today if those shoulders are tired. Higher you go, the more shoulders. Your star, your shape. Couple more. And again, inhale, exhale, last one. Hands to heart. Again, that light, that flame. Now, squeeze your thighs up. We're going to rotate towards the front of the mat. Keep your feet where they are. We're just kind of, pivoting. So to warrior one. So we're facing the top of the mat. Back heel turns into that midline. We're spacing out the toes. Find your pinky toes. Squeeze that back hip forward. Engaging our back. And again, we're illuminating up through our spine. Illuminating the power and strength in our legs now. Squeeze muscle to bone. And we're bending that front leg. Now again, back to that flow. Again, that illuminating light and energy. Flowing and sweeping the arms. Exhale to heart center. Again, inhale. Exhale. Grounding through the feet. Grounding into your power. Your gold. Last one. Exhale. Now squeeze this thigh up and in, straightening. We're kind of bumping the hips back. This is pyramid. Inhale again, up through center, up through the crown. Exhale, hinge forward. So kind of like a door hinge. Try not to over bend that front knee. It's more of a lengthening, stretching pose versus strength. Pushing through that back heel, lengthen, breathe. And inching down. This is more of a process pose. Maybe hands connect to your thigh, maybe down your shin. Inching down, inching forward with your upper body. Eventually hands come down. Again, framing your foot. Back heel spins up again. We're back to lunge, or actually full lunge now. Option to land the back knee for our twist again. So your left hand down, right hand to hip. Again, knee down option. We're rotating through the spine. Hard over that front thigh. Squeezing the back elbow. Breathe. Light in, shine light out. And release. So again, you're turning back. You'll step the back foot in, drag it in. We're back to forward fold. Plant the feet. Palms lightly press together as we roll up. Chin to chest, feet to ground. Mind to the movement as we come up. And again, we're back to base. So again, we're back to our straddle for our star flow again. To again, reconnect, restore breath before we come to the other side for that warrior set. So elbows in, inhale again, star, bright, exhale, squat, breathe, flow, shine. Again, our time to shine. Let that little light of yours shine. Sparkle. Sparkle the fingers, move. Heart sparkling. Couple more. The last one. And again, hands to heart. Flame. Squeeze the thighs up. We are back to the top of the mat. So, actually, no, we're turning to our warrior. Now let's step back. Sorry, because you might be facing away from me. So let's step back to the top. We'll step in with our right foot. So step your right foot back. Warrior one. So again, we're grounding through the feet. Squaring the hips. The back hip is the challenge there. Belly in, upper ribs up, powering into our feet. Now breath. Again, flow the arms. Exhale, heart. Breath guiding the movement. Last one. Again, hold, breathe, shine. Now illuminate the front leg, straight. Inhale up, exhale forward. Folding forward, bending forward. Equal weight through both feet, stretching the mat apart. Squeeze your lower ribs down and in. Think of spreading or pulling your upper ribs forward. Maybe hands come down. Again, this is our way of inching down, climbing down to meet hands to floor for our lunge. So our back heel is up, stretch out, maybe toggle that foot back. So your lunge, squeeze into the midline, power. Now right hand down, maybe back knee down for your revolved lunge. Left hand to hip, and again rotating through the spine. Heart shines, strength shines. Exhale again, release, reset, and again we're dragging, skipping, hopping the back foot up. However you can get there. Again, a little shuffle, release that tension. Greet it, meet it. So again, palms together, that slow roll up. Slow and steady. Again, this illuminating. So we are back to the top. Feet a little bit closer. This gets us to our balance. Pure balance. So feet, legs a little closer together. Palms meet. Elbows press out. So we're a little more engaged here. Connect. Feel, meet the corners, the edges. Feet to ground, crown to sky, belly to spine. And again, embracing your gold. So we're sinking the hips back. This will be working our way into standing pigeon. So your left knee up. And then you're crossing outer shin in onto your maybe ankle, shin, maybe up above your knee on your thigh. Then roll the hips back. We're pressing this knee open. Flex your foot. And keep shining your heart. Curl your shoulder blades back. Try to get those hips a little further back and down. Maybe that leg can rise up a little more, like a little shelf. Breathe. We got this. Again, shining. Gold. Maybe hands reach. Taking in the light, the strength, the courage. So you can step out, shake that out. Maybe a little hip bob, maybe a circle. Flush it out. Again, that residual tension from the work, the efforts, the revelation in the posture, the shapes, the challenges. So that gets us back. Again, reset yourself, feet together, legs. Heart is your inspiration. Your breath is the lighter. So again, hands to heart, shoulders relax. And again, take that, it's kind of a sort of a chair pose. If you're familiar with yoga, almost like you're going to try to take a seat behind you. But again, you want to brace your back. If you're feeling any strain in your back, find your core, your breath. Now your right knee lifts. And again, you're crossing over, spin that knee open. If you can, try to avoid, pushing on your knee cap. You might start low. Think of pressing your heel away from this top knee. And again, give it some time. Sometimes the first try is a struggle, but the second time, the third time might come a little easier. Again, bowing to the light. I honor the light in me, in you. So again, we're coming up and out. Shake that out. Kick it out. Dance it out. Circle it out. Some hip rolls. Especially after sitting for long periods of time. Netflix. Get up once in a while and swing the hips. So let's come back to the top. Top of the mat. Top of the magic here. So feet a little bit wider. Check in. Inhale again. Let's sweep up. Palms meet. Stretch. Move. Maybe a little back bend. Next exhale, let's take it down. Again, thumbs grazing, hips and then nudging their way back. We're inching down. Hold. Again, a little flushing. Empty out the darkness. So let's step the left foot back now, hands down. Back and down with that knee. Shining this back, hip flexor, your heart. If you're feeling good and strong in your back, maybe you come up, hands to heart. Again, crown. Bright, welcoming in the light, this bathing light down through our spine, into our hips, our heart, our soul. Now inhale up, exhale, crisscross left arm over. Roll that back elbow across your back. Revolved. Lunge. Inhale. Exhale again. Reset your hands. Switch that lunge out. Left foot up. And again. Greet. Flush. So again, this might be, quite enough here. Holding, breathing, shining. Again, without judgment. Let that light shine on. Now option, again, to take it up. Squeezing again into that midline. Heart up. Inhale. Exhale again. You're crossing right elbow to thigh. Left elbow scoops back. Or back elbow. Heart up. Crown shines. Energy flows. And release. So again, hands down. Step it back. Let's take those knees wide. Hips roll back. Palms walk forward. Let those hips dissolve. Tension dissolves. That bathing breath of light and peace and wellness washes it over. So begin to slowly make your way up. Walk your hands in. We'll turn over to our seat. Slowly back into your seated posture. Your version, again, maybe up on your pillow. Working our way down. Again, bright, shining bodies, backs, spirit. So we're actually going to take our hands down, walk your whatever leg is forward, bring it a little more forward. Push the knees out a little bit wider and even walk your hips out a little more. Again, we're back to a heart opener. You're almost pushing that ground away. Hands behind, hovering the hips. Again, if you want a little more, you might push the hips up. Inhale, exhale again, come back. Now hands, again, behind you, fingertips forward. We're going to kick the legs out. Short boat here. Stretch, fire up the core. Shine your heart, your crown, your spine, your legs. And then switch legs. Bring the other one in front. Again, shuffle your hips up and back. Try to get a little wider. Toes flex forward. Push your hips down and back. And again, this might be enough here. Lots of ways we can play this. Again, we came here. Swim the hands back. Stretch your heart. Maybe it's that full on squeeze up. And release. Down. And again, one more boat. We got this. Maybe this one's hands out. Feet up. Shine. And release. Again, feet down, soul to soul. Walk the hips. Just a short little butterfly just to kind of counter stretch here. Again, a little sway. Greet those hips. And release. So we're floating up. We'll roll down. Again, pillow if you need it, maybe for your head this time. Blanket if you need it, if it's chilly where you are. So roll your way down. Smooth out your back. We'll before we head down, catch your right knee in, left. Rock those legs side to side, just again, a nice release to the back. And you're back down, feet come down and spilling out, so let your legs kick out from under you, take up space across the floor. Welcome the support, the ceiling. Let your eyes close on this one. Let everything go. Filter out the space where you are. The four walls come down here. To the expanse of the universe, the light that we are. We're more than our bodies, more than our condition. This is some place that is hard for you to pause or enjoy a moment of stillness, relaxation, meditation, whatever you want to call it. If it's something that is hard for you to let your mind then go to the light behind the eyes. Again, without assigning a label, just allowing the experience of that. Is it colors? Is it more endless? Shapeless? Is it constant? Is it changing? Yourself see with your heart. Let's move that into the quality of the breath, the beauty of the breath, an expansive, unending, constant. Companion, especially when we feel lonely at times, especially this time lives. So find your way into, again, a fuller breath that connects you back to the physical body. Again, without labels, just the experience. As it is. Stretching. Maybe your hands meet at the top. And you stretch towards the back of the room, stretching your feet to the front of the room. Exhale. Release. Bring your feet in, knees catch in. Take a little rock. We'll roll over to our right side. Take just a little moment here to connect yourself back to the room that you're in. And when you're ready, lift yourself up. Let's close it out in our seated. Again, meeting back to the breath. Hands to heart. Now take it up. Inhale. Exhale again. This one, let any last bit of tension dissolve. Nothing remains but light, peace. And this we shall take with us into our day. I hope it's a good one. Again, as Ellen says, be kind to one another. From me to you, from my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you all. Have a good day. Thanks for joining me. I shall post this on both my pages, my business yoga fitness page and my personal page. So you can refer back to it anytime you need it. Love you all. Bye.